Hello, everybody. We're going to do a quick overview or daily roundup from Friday, April 12th. As you can see here, here's all our updated IVs, no new ETFs. We do have one that ended up being closed out, which was HUT 8, but that doesn't mean Monday they won't invest right back into that. Just a note. You see the net assets at the top of the page being 57.7 million, and our outstanding shares have increased. We're currently at 3,375,000, but it's yesterday I believe it's somewhere around 3.1 million. So just you can see this data here real quick. Our highest IV is root at 156 or 150%, and VRT is our lowest at 75%. I'm just going to move on here so we can look at how it went yesterday with the stock market. ULTY, you can see, went down $4.35%, while the S&P went down 1.46%. Of course, it was a red day, so you have all of these stocks. Only one ended up being green, but all the rest of them were down and down significantly, just like, the rest of the market. But again, these are high volatile stocks, so they probably dropped a lot more than most of the ones out there as far as those within the S&P and like the Mag 7 and everything. So again, REIT was up 2%. Everything else is down. LabU, the biotech ETF, it was down 10%. Can I sort this? We can. Let's just sort this. So we got that. eHang was down 9%. Maro, Nanox or NanoX Imaging was down 8%. Solar Edge down 7%. Carvana down 7%. Coinbase down 7%. CleanSpark -6%. GigaCloud -6%. Wolf -6%. My Medicine -6%. So those stocks were all way down. And then, of course, you can see the rest of those there. Now, if we go into the trades, this is the data for the trades. However, I don't know. I have some questions for some of the trades. Possibility of some of these shares being assigned, but it doesn't show the trades for buying the shares, so not sure, but I won't go over that in this video. I will go over that in the daily trades and holdings. Yeah. And then you see the net assets over here, and you can see there isn't any there for HUT because they are fully closed out of those, though I'd expected a couple of those should have showed fully closed out of, as they did expire on Friday. But we will see. If we want to just look at this real quick, let's change over to ULTY here, and we can see all the red from Friday. And how all of them, with the exception of root, even though it did look like it was going the same direction as everybody else, in midday it ended up coming back up. So that is interesting. I don't know what let's just go back. I'm curious about this one. Okay, well, if we look here, okay, there we go. Well, now I'm like, oh, that's the 11th. I'm like, what day am I on? Sorry, this was it. It's just really choppy. So post-market earnings on the 30th. Let's see if it had any news. No, not really. Which is interesting. Again, it was only up. It said 2%. Obviously, it's up $1.64%, which is up $1. But just looking here, there's really nothing to account for that dollar. So if we just take it off of the 1 minute, and what I just choose 15 minutes, you can see that drop there. So it went all the way up to 68 at open, and then went all the way down to 63 at one point, but then still closed at 66.78. So interesting. Only green stock there. I know I spent more time on that than I should have. Sorry. You can see some of these that just dropped. CleanSpark, if you look over here, it actually was going up, and then midday it dropped. So I'm sure it has something to do with Bitcoin, I would expect. It still overall ended up dropping 6.43% there. So, but yeah, so let's go back. And yeah, we'll just click here if you wanted to see any of those just on this type of page, or this type of view of this within Moo, which is the one that I like the most and do most of my stuff in. But anyway, yep, that's it for the roundup. I'll go in more in depth and stuff on the trades and holdings that I was talking about earlier. But I hope y'all have a great weekend. Bye.